borrowed his white shirt. I met him this morning at EcoBank. For him to go to Wesley Girls, he needed to borrow a white shirt, spotless white shirt, to go. And those of us from Agyapong, Chedumasi and the rest, they gave us names. Kwame Agyapong, when they mentioned my name in class, that tall boy, yes, what's your name? I will get up. And the whole class will turn. Kwame Agyapong, a fomo. You know, they were laughing. And these guys on Saturdays will go to girls' schools and visit. And when they come back, today, I saw seed molechik, today, well, my wife is here, so I can't talk too much. She has my phone. Today, all those girls that they spend time on them will not even look at them, because instead of studying, they were talking today, I saw CD Molachik, and those of us, phone boys, where was I going to get a spotless white shirt even to go to Wesley Girls? So the only alternative left for me was to study. That is why today I have all these audience. So the young ones, when you go to school and you see, take it for instance, you are in the same class or dormitory with my son or my daughter. She comes with sardine, corned beef, and kahu. If you take your education seriously, you can afford to buy corned beef and sardine at a later date. That there's a possibility that my son, my daughter, who did not study like you, could not afford the corned beef and sardine. So there is hope for everybody. Don't let where you come from stop you from dreaming big at all. Don't let where you come from stop you from dreaming big. Be part of the change. Be a game changer. Say to yourself that I'm going to make it in life. Turn all your negatives to be positives. My negative, women that disappointed me in life were part of my success. Why I say that is that maybe I had some brains. Unfortunately, I was from the village, so I couldn't do anything about it. But in a class, a mix, when we go to vacation classes, my contribution in the class, I was attracted to a lot of girls. But when they visited my house, they realized the brain and the house, the variance is huge. So they go and they never come again. One of the ladies, Madam, respectfully, I'm sharing my past. One of the ladies visited me after classes, vacation classes, and I asked her to sit down. Then the man here, I can tell from your age that you know what I mean by what I'm going to say. That those days, our parents will buy a set of furniture and put a white cotton cover on it and put a plastic on the white cotton. Those who have read Chinua Achebe, he described, it no longer artist, he described it as me and my wife. That's the beginning of it. So this lady comes to me. I asked her to sit down. I had forgotten that a piece of the furniture, the chair, had broken, and they just put it up there. So when I asked her to sit down, she sat and flipped. and she was exposed. Oh, here, Dentino, no officer must set it up. How can I set that I'm interested in up? Cameroon seminar, or Mammy Fiabium. Yeah, we go about our theater. So I said to myself, one day I will be somebody. The second one, the only thing that I enjoyed that time was that I managed to go to sixth form. So I gave my books to my girlfriend. When I say girlfriend, we're not doing anything, just in name, just in name. In the first place, I take the girl because I was sleeping on the porch, the fourth floor, the verandas. I did my mattress, and the akoshe corridor. Omwa a ward neighborhood, they know say akwa the verandas. Into a back crowd of them. So it was just a name. But in lower stakes, I did economics. There was a book called Accounts Made Easy by B.A. Menu, T.I. Ahmedia. I gave it to this lady. So I came back from school and asked her for the book. When I got there, where I always sit with her, there was such a handsome guy sitting there with this lady. All I said was that, and then Obia Dimadier. So I got there and greeted them. In fact, the parents, the sisters, they all liked me. So I was family. I went to sit, started conversing with them. Took me over an hour. The lady did not get up. She was concentrating on the new guy and the conversation. So I told her sister to go and tell her that, oh, I need this book. The girl again did not get up. She only sent the sister to go and look into her trunk and search for it. She came back and said she couldn't find it. I stayed another hour, about 2 hours. She didn't get up. So I said, okay, I have to go. On my way, the younger sister felt bad. So she wanted to see me off. So when we were going, we were talking. I said, when you go, tell your sister that one day I'll be somebody. I didn't know what I was going to do to be somebody, but I challenged myself and said, one day I'll be somebody. It didn't end there. The next afternoon, I was packing my things to go back to school. The girl came with her sister. When I was there, I said, one day you'll be somebody. Yeah, can't boy now be who couldn't fear. Wall-to-wall carpet. Yeah, that's what she said. Wall-to-wall carpet. Wall-to-wall carpet means that those days, the carpet was just in the middle or the center of the furniture, the three sets, then you put it in the middle. This wall-to-wall, they carpeted it from here all the way to the entrance. That was the new style. So from a rich home, I remember the name of the father's company, BB Motors. Ashiminti, I kept it, and I still remember. Oko Trust Towers, building next. Now I'm shop, and it's nothing to write home about. You know what I mean? It's nothing. So, Obaki can not be into me to walk up, and I said, Janet, one day I'll be somebody. And trust me, if you know the story where Lazarus was asked by the rich man to give him just a drop of water, and Lazarus answered him. He said, oh, man, and not here, I'm back at first class. So you should turn your negatives to be positive. Don't let anything stop you. People say that, oh, media, all these challenges are tests of times. All these challenges are tests of times. Anybody who falls and gets up is the fighter. The one who falls and expects somebody to pick him up is not a fighter. When they hit you, you fall, you get up. That is how business is. You're not going to have it on a silver platter. There'll be a lot of challenges in business, but be a game changer. And you can be a game changer when you are determined, you are focused in life. My philosophy in life is that the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things shall be added unto thee. On earth, seek ye first capital, and the rest shall follow. And one of the best movies that I love is Scarface. Two guys from Cuba, refugees, came to America. One of them was so handsome. Wherever he goes, he's attracted to the ladies. And his attention was drawn to the ladies. So his friend Al Pacino told him, look, we are political refugees from Cuba. You first have to make money. And when you make money, you have the power. When you have the power, you have the girls. You see that lady sitting there? You know, yeah. You first seek the capital. When you have the capital, you have the power. And when you have the power, you have the world. So you see that a Mabebre application is somebody goes on. Yes, I'm going to Omubua, cash in tra. Time na a Kunyana na Buonua, Ufisen Komubef, and enemy message. Agama. So in life, young men and women, especially the women, you should take this from me. What any man has done on earth, a woman can do it too, and do it better. As I have 16 girls, and their performance in school, you have no idea. One of them just got admission to about 7 Ivy League schools in America, begging to come to their school, and the boys, they didn't get Ivy League school. I hope Kenneth is not here. Don't be offended. You know. So girls, don't let your sex deter you from succeeding in life. You can make it, but it's a question of determination and focus. Dream big. You got to dream big. Adiano mimi mami, oh, I'm anybody and talk. They say anti-matriarch career. Case closed. You got to move on. You got to dream big. Don't settle for less. You're but oh my wahaya. Oh man, dream bigger. And say Yamibaya and come on to me see a dank as you with Yama Emetinum. And we are here. One Kasano. You should know what you want in life. Then you push every time. You need to push. How do you push? First of all, let me now go to economics, how you become an entrepreneur. Anybody who wants to succeed here, it's smart. Whatever money your parents give you to come to school, you don't have to spend all of them, all of it. Save a little. Save something. Don't spend everything and think you go home and your mother can give you or your father can give you everything. If you save a little by little, in Latin they say poco a poco, little by little, eventually you see that you have accumulated capital. Then you begin to do. Those in the universities, many of them come to me, oh, I have finished school, business administration. In the car, my wife opened her phone and said, oh, she was also being, said, oh, this girl, oh, 3 girls, she did administration. Not only the profession or your qualification will give you food, oh, you gotta work towards it. You gotta work towards it. So when you save your money that parents give you, save some. You come back from school on vacation, you begin to sell. You go for brodora. Say, girls, you hear me? I see they are pretty face. I say, Papa, I say, no, okay, me go to brodo. Trust me, even if you don't get anything, you get experience how to sell. So the little your parents give you and you start saving and investing will make you an entrepreneur, not just a businessman. There's difference between businessman and entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is the one who creates, bring land, capital, and labor together and manage them and form a business with ultimate goal of making profit. A businessman is the one who goes there and smart. And okay, if I go to Lagos and buy some wigs, I can sell and make some money out of it. That is a businessman. A step up is the entrepreneur, the creative mind. He sits there and says, look, I'm going to put up this building. Then he begins to ask himself what it entails to put up this building. He puts sources together and come up with something like this. We can call him an entrepreneur. And you can be an entrepreneur. The question is, how much money do you make as a nurse? When you see a carpenter or a mason or a plumber, officer one go school, they make more money than nurses. Yes. Took my niece to a great bank, a graduate, and after taxes, she makes 1,007. A graduate. But my driver makes 2 times more than the graduate who works at a great bank. So a plumber who gets a contract from me and charges me 50,000, 100,000, at least 15% profit within 2 months, let's say 100,000, his profit is 15%, which is 15,000 cedis. 15,000 cedis in 2 months. Can you compare that? How many of you that makes 7,500 a month take home? But when you put on your tie and your suit and you see a carpenter or a plumber with some dirty clothes, you disrespect him. I'm afraid you're making a mistake. The artisans, they make good money. Into focus on the plumbers and the carpenters and leave the graduates who, so business. We need more entrepreneurs than politicians. For Ghana to move forward, we need more entrepreneurs than the politicians. Because if I set up a business and employ 20 people. Ask yourself, how many politicians can employ 20 people? Now, I've seen your MP, that he's not only an MP, but also a businessman, because I entered his studio and at a glimpse, I could count about 12 people. He has created employment for 12 people. It shifts him straight away from a politician to a businessman. And trust me, even if you work, you have salary, monthly salary, save at least. I always say it, if you are not married and you are staying with your parents, save 70% of your income. I know it's tough. Friends will call you, or you're stingy, or you're chisel, or you say, you know what you want in life. If you don't postpone today's spending for tomorrow, and whatever you get, you spend it today, there will be no better tomorrow for you. There will be no better tomorrow for you. So the word is sacrifice. We need to sacrifice. Stay with our parents. I always say, come 5 years before you move. Maybe the ladies, they met a guy, they want to move because the guy can't come to their house. Parents will be asking questions. And the guys too, Charlie, I got some woman that I want to start life with. So mommy and daddy, I want to move. You move with a cost. You move with a cost. And before I come to the women, let me land with the men. When you finish college, stay with your parents, save 70% of your income and accumulate. The word is capital. That is, you are working, and whatever money you have accumulated, you can invest it in something else. I don't know the kind to do, but at least you should have double income. When you have double income and you decide to get or marry, I think when a woman comes to your house and see that you have a good set of furniture, nice bed and everything, when they come to you, the strategy for them to stay with you is that when they are going home, they will leave a dress there. The next time, she will leave one slippers. That means, you see? So that is how we all started. You plan your life well. And trust me, if you save this money, 70% of your income, and you get married, you have a child, at least a couple should be able to save 50% of their income. I say couple. I'm not saying one person. Couple. You should be able to save 50% of your income. Why I'm stressing on savings is that two things. You can fall sick and you'll not be able to go to work. There should be a fallback. And the fallback will be your savings. Two, whatever you have saved, you can invest it. Look, I'll show you. When you come from work, where you live, you set a table and start selling tea, eggs, bread. Friends may laugh, oh, on Wako University or Befiano or Tom Brodo, no Chikusia. Don't worry about what negative things that they say, because you know what you want in life. At least 4 or 5 hours that you fry eggs and sell, your friend is chibum, kokomlemle, every chibum. In the evening around 8, we all queue to go and buy it. at least you make an extra income. That those who work take their pay or salaries without an extra income do not have the same capacity to save as much as you save. Hell no. I have done it before, and that is why I'm sharing with you. In America, let me tell you, I first went to Germany. I was washing plates called Vasha. I have a French, Dutch professor here. I was morning 5 a.m. Then there was a shop called ProMart. Super. She said, sleepwalking. Jamada complete, me clean if your home me kasa. Anyway, that time I didn't know until I got to America that I was doing two things. Those who think Agyapong has money and just came on a silver platter. I'm a hustler, I'm a street smart guy. That book can buy. And when you are street smart, you get a nice, educated woman like her sitting there to do all the work for you. So I sit there and say, do this. You know, gas station, I work from Monday 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Monday to Friday. So I was working 88 hours at the gas station. Then you don't get any extra. And the 40 hours, I was making $120 a week. But the gas station, because of the 88 hours that I put in, I was making $288 a week with 88 hours. Now, what I'm telling you is that those who had American green cards and American passports or American citizens that time had good jobs. And the good jobs for Ghanaians that time was working in the hotels. They would make $250 a week. And in the evening, you see them with their Koforidua, relaxing, Old English. They are all type of beers in America. Koforidua, Old English. They will sit there, they will be drinking. Whilst they were drinking, Agyapong was in a small booth at the gas station, Webster Avenue. It's called Citco Gas Station. I work at Kencity Gas Station, then Citco Gas Station, plus Zaro Bakery. So because I put in extra hours, I was making minimum $408 a week. A guy who did not have green card, I was making money more than those who had green cards and American passports. Because they chose luxury, 8 hours, $250. And Agyapong will work about 18 hours a day and make that money. Then I graduated from gas station, I saved my money, then I bought a taxi. And the taxi, I was making $100 a day. So 7 days, minimum 700. What happened was that Saturdays, Friday night and Saturday, you save more than 100. So in a month, I have $3,000 saved, besides what I used to pay my rent, the food that I'm going to eat, but the savings was $3,000. Even today in America, to save $3,000 a month is still big money. I bought a first taxi. The second month, I saved $3,000. I went to New Jersey auction, bought Chevy Impala, did the partition, insurance and everything. It was less than $3,000, about $2,500. So I still saved $500 and gave the car to somebody. The driver was paying $40 a day. I don't want to hear any story. If my car breaks down, bring it to me, let me go and fix. If you don't bring it for me to go and fix, and you come back with excuses that, no, the car, I couldn't, I'm driving myself, so how would you come and give me excuses? I don't want to hear anything. $40 a day. $40 a day. 7 days, 280. I've made extra income. The next month, I bought another car. In 7 months, I had 8 taxis. In 7 months, I had 8 taxis. People were driving for me. That was the first time I bought a house for my parents when my stepfather, a soldier who was going on pension and never planned. Yes, he never planned. My stepfather didn't plan. He was going on pension. Where Jubilee House is, they had WO's quarters there. That's where he was staying. His time was up. He has nowhere to go. They brought a lady in, another WO, a woman, and they brought their things outside, put it on the veranda. So they called me. Fortunately, Azuma Nelson and his manager were in US. So I gave them the first $16,000 to go and look for a house for my parents. In fact, the man did what he's called Mr. Asa. When he came, he looked around, and East Legon, the ambassadorial enclave, were very close to the police station. Before you get to the police station, on your left, and I'm telling you, at the age of 26, I was the one who connected electricity from that junction to the end. I was the one who brought water to that area, ambassadorial enclave. I have 2 houses over there. That's where my stepfather still lives. So they called me and said, oh, the money is 28. So you give 24, give the deposit. 16,000. They did the papers and everything, and I gave back the 8. That was my first house, uncompleted house, but at least it was better than the porch. The veranda, that because he didn't plan for his pension, they were sleeping on the veranda, the porch. I got them out to East Legon just for them to have a place to live. That same year, I bought a house in America. My next door neighbor was Jennifer Lopez. She was young, and I paid $69,000 deposit. The cost of the house was $220, but I paid $69,000. I remember the lady from Chase Bank called me, and she could hear from my accent that I'm a foreigner. And the name speaks for itself that I'm a foreigner. He asked me, "Are you a foreigner?" I said, "Yes," but you can tell from the name. "Wow. And how old are you?" "You are 27 years. I said, "Yes." "And you are buying this house?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Wow." So at the age of 27 in 1987, I bought my first house in America at $220,000 with a deposit of $69,000. And that too, it was this same negative attitude from my friends that I turned my negatives to be positive. How did I do it? We were staying in one bedroom, 4 guys, myself, Jonathan, Ousu, and Seth Kwatin. And that 1-bedroom apartment, the owner had bought a water bed. So nobody sleeps on the water bed except his brother. So these 4 guys were living in the living room alone, 4. You have your small bag. When you come, you sleep in the couch. And every Friday, I was lucky to be at work. But the days that I take off on Fridays and come, and he passed so far. You know, one of his brothers, he had about 8 Lincoln limousine, not like my taxi before. This guy every weekend will bring some nice Akata girl, meaning black American girl. They smoke cocaine and everything, extra strength. Now 4 guys, we are in the living room, and a girl that has smoked cocaine or weed with the boy, or the man who has smoked cocaine and a weed, when they are having sex, you can imagine the noise. And I share this with you. My wife is here, she knows everything. You know, all you hear is, Thomas, you are good. Thomas, you are good. Thomas, you are good. And 4 of us, all you see is a friend or your roommate who walk into the bathroom. You know, he had opportunity to make money, but he had diabetes, and he was in Ghana here. He couldn't get money to go and buy diabetes drugs. And I had to give him metformin. You see, all these 4 guys that were saying, at least we all have homes in America. He did not have any home because, Thomas, you are good. I don't like dealing with myopic thinkers. When you dream big, your colleagues will tell you, oh, more, and do it for them to see. Because if you tell them you are going to do this, and you are able to do it, challenge yourself. I'll be the first person to challenge these Indians, Chinese, Lebanese building steel plant. I have built this steel plant about 75% complete. The money, but the little I get, I put it in. And now the steel plant alone, 1 shift will take 500 people. The second shift, we are running 24-hour steel plant. That boy from Asin Dompim, Anublo Fucheme. And who says that poor boy from Asin Dompim has done it and he can't do it? If you have hope and you dream big, you can do better than Agyapong. Clap for yourself. So I'm here to give you hope. Share my life experiences with you for you to know that it did not come on a silver platter. And so that is your choice. Don't do it 7 days. Do on Sunday or Saturday. Use the 6 days to work. The 6 days, use it to work and serve or worship your God. One day, I don't have a problem. But I have a problem with those people, 7 days. I have a house in Tema. That's where Safu lives. There's a church called Adonai. I will go there. I slow down and look at them and ask myself, how do they feel themselves? How do they feed themselves? Every morning, every evening, and yes, I'm young couple catchery. So take your destiny into your own hands. Say to yourself, whether government assistance or no government assistance, whether my parents can afford to pay my school fees or not, I will go and sell on the street and get money to go and pay my school fees. You hawk on the street. I was hawking on the street. Yes, pick a chocolate, Natranazet, yes, raw. Here, up to. Yeah, you see the lady is laughing at me, but it's a true case. I was hawking on the street. Yes, pick a chocolate, Natranazet, yes, raw. I made the hotels. You see, that is where I build that business sense. Changes. Anna, me papa sana or call London. Now that time we call London, on your visa, but you show money at the airport. Or a teacher ni, Oniska, no air connection, so call London. Me na me one crowd ya. I also want to because cry or deport on. They deport him papa buy. Na time or buy na a teacher for no man, you know, be a papa koto shoe a man. And me papa buy no. Na sure no kure ni what me call rounds. Observe that there and better than peshu. Ya call Kumasi home store. That year na ni be. Ya call na shoe anyhow. Or to Sanders man. Teacher for me, I be pay. You call BFA. Na biscuit be say. You know say. You come out there near the tree come. You call way fear. Way of a fear. You call way of a fear. Obi a shoe. Me go am say. aduane na yakodi dwa me ne me enu nko ana ti ne yakodi dwa am tu aduane ne go street so na mdwane me boku be 2 weeks enti ya dada mi ama am ko fie o ti mi beat na odi me nioma go rubber bag mu na odi me tena fosu to Kumasi car ne friend Blue Boy odi me tena Blue Boy mi ne odi me ko fosu e ko ya no me ma me nua na me ma me won kran ami ma mi nua no hwe me ntade na akyekere na emu bon no sa odi abufu akyekere na odi mi see tray mu from Fosu to Accra ti me ma mi hu me no akasem ni nyina akyere no obi sam se ede anampe na mzi mi peshu across the street Okanshi sika ofie shop no sa na e frɛ no e frɛ sika ofie okɔ wa no koto shoe ma me. This time, I make sure I wear good shoes, baby. Very good shoes. Say we are Shemwong. Have me slippers, no. You would think it's ordinary slippers. You go and ask the price. Because to try a bore me and son, you me do dumping. And then me touch you, I make sure I buy a good shoe for myself. You know, at age 16, I'm in share shoe that. You know, mini say me shoe. Mo amutie me mu shoes a. Oh, mo sandals near here. Just a mo situation today, no, far better than what I went through. It simply means you can do better than Agyapong. You can do better than Agyapong, but you have to be determined. You have to sacrifice. You have to be honest. And you should have ability to save and ability to take risk. When you are able to do what I've enumerated, trust me, you'll be somebody. Say to yourself, one day, I'll be somebody. God bless all of you.
You can do better.
You can do better. You can do better. Bow some.
Thank you.
And I say,
Thank you. At this point, you know, I better take questions so that Honorable Kennedy Agyapong can answer and see. Answer now. You better take questions, you know. And I have we will take a short performance from the Jamal group from KTU. So please, if you are ready, if you are not ready, we
Jamal group. Two minutes. 2 minutes. Two more minutes. Thank you. Yadamase.
Thank you. We can do better.
Yadamase. Bounce momo. Sikana munya and mo mommy and July. Yadamase.
Solid performance. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I want to acknowledge the presence of the Dean of Business School at KTU, Mr. Okaija. Please, let's give it up to him.
Okay, Yadamase. And no HMOno 29th of this month, yeah, Busumia 29th, a year second edition of youth seminar, Ebekoso, a year Kumase, Honorable Kennedy, compare Ohene Agyapong, and in Penya Hudronano, Ebecheshi. I said the HSA Yano, KNUST, Kumase, na Jumedi, Ashanti Region, first edition, of course, way 29th, a year second edition, in Penya, Bekako Piemo. Ewo Jumedi no asiebi no eye oteko koso krowura otumfo se tutu ebeka kopie mo ewo Jumedi na sanso na poema ntamia de hye onabo Brian Champon enso ebeka kopie mo ewo honomo ene impanyimfo ahodo aka yedi omudin ebetu dwade amantu wonua bi ewo Asante mantem ne miamia ahodo bi a meje eye zoom we ne de ama na won so watimi adwane na ye nyina yetimeti Jumedi no at this time no yebefa question.
Yeah, but you need to take note that we are still live on Afima FM. So in case you're listening to us, we are coming live from the Icgc Jesus Temple Auditorium. And at this point, we're taking questions. So please, if you have a question, first 5 minutes.
Before my main introduce you first vice chairman dema MPP Nijaben South, Honorable Ben Asante, our Hanawan, popularly known as Ben Nash. Onukoya and regional director at the National Service, our Hanamo Bonseman Manuai. It is said, Yabayano, all nation for you now by my question barco. SDA ever my question barco. Koforidua nurses now by my barco. Na secondary schools no am I mark we are ya TSC mammy ure for no sumo. Na ya G Hodi. Eti ya shas here. KTU. One question from KTU. Pachoni Fabako. Question. Aha, KTU Bakomra. Okay. Etibra. Aha. SDA. Nurse for one about secondary schools no New Japan. Pacha ebi so betimi aba Hawaii microphones here too. Ebi betimi aba ha. Oh boss. Okay, eti mo reps na ba na yen starting afi. Obobo odi na wabo institution awo mu na afi. Obisa a question. One question. Two.
All right. I want to take the privilege to say a very big thank you for Honorable Kennedy Agyapong for the powerful delivery. My name is Richard Anajan, a student of KTU, and I want to ask this question. In fact, we did understood the delivery. But my question has to do with the political sphere of his life. In fact, he didn't really make a touch on the political sphere. Some of us, we are interested in the politics and we want to do it big time. So we want to know some of the challenges that he found himself in and some of the things he fought when it comes to the political aspect of his life. So we are interested in that aspect. Thank you.
So, the lady, New Japan, ask your question, please.
Okay.
So you mentioned your name.
Okay. Icgc Kumashi. I want to ask.
Kindly speak into the mic so we get to hear you.
Daddy, please. You made mention a lot on how to be determined. Sorry, and I want to know how it goes or how it is to determine what it takes to determine so that we can also achieve certain goals or stated goals that we
Sorry, you are inaudible. We can't hear you. So come forward, come close to the mic, right? And speak into the mic. Yeah.
Okay. I want to know how it does or takes to determine so that we can also achieve our stated goals. Yes.
Okay. So, are you done, please? Are you done? Or you have another one?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so go on.
In my school like this, for instance, we need more things to, Okay. In my school like this, we need more things to encourage we the students in the school to.
So
to
basically, what you are saying.
And now. And as a business student like me, I'm also a business student. We need more things in our school so that we can enhance, we can do more to build on our educational facilities, for instance, and moreover.
Okay, so I understand you perfectly well. What you are saying is that in your school, you have needs. And you want to find out from the honorable member what he can do to help you get those needs met so that you can also amount to something in future. I suppose I've gotten your drift, right?
Yes.
Okay, give it up to her. Thank you. So the next question from my right.
Good afternoon, Honorable. My name is King Kwaku Mensah. I'm an entertainment show host in the region. As you were speaking, you did say that we should take risks. So I'd want to put it to you. How would you like to invest a capital with zero tax interest in the space of 5 years into a dream of a young boy who has a dream of building one of the biggest recreational centers in the region? That is one. And also, I'd plead with you to give me 5 minutes of your time so I pitch that business to you after this program. Now to my question. Take 5 individuals in this room right now, and about 3 of them are into entrepreneurship, be it an online business. And now the government wants to tax online businesses, e-levy. As a business person who's done this over the years, don't you think e-levy being instituted starting May would hurt a lot of businesses that the young people want to create? And it will kill their dreams. So as a business person, what's your take 100% on that? And I like your fashion sense. Simple but expensive. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So the next question from left side. Sectec.
I'm Joshua Boateng from Sectec. And my question is, sometimes there are risks that you know you can take that will bring success when it goes well. But will bring, when you fail, there will be consequences. So do we really need to take those risks? Because if you fail, there will be consequences. And if you take those risks, what will be the ways that you take some ways you go with those risks so that you don't fail? If you can help us with that.
Okay, thank you. So the last question from my right, then. Yeah, so go on.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Mensa Alfred from SD College of Education.
Please kindly speak louder.
My name is Mensa Alfred from SD College of Education, the president-elect. My question is, the first question is, you taught us how to make money. But then I want to ask, how do we have money work for us? That is the first question. How do we have money work for us? Money work for us. That is the first question. And the second is, you also made mention of risk-taking. What really goes into the risk-taking? Thank you.
Okay, so you want to know how your money can work for you. And also the second question has to do with what goes into risk-taking. So please, let's allow the honorable member to answer these 5 questions. Or we should go on. Okay, so Madam Ness.
Please, I'm not a giftee, and then I want to ask, from your presentation, you said we should save. And then, for instance, we the students, you've been given 50 cedis to school. You have a lot to do with the 50 cedis. Maybe your parents can't afford all, but with the 50 cedis, you have to buy certain things from it. So how are you going to save with that amount given to you in school? Thank you.
Okay, so she wants to know how she's going to save from limited resources vis-a-vis unlimited needs. So, New Jabbing, right?
Ganas,
go on, please.
So, first of all, thank you for the opportunity given to me to speak in this August occasion. Kwatin Joseph is my name. And please, I want to ask you a question. That at what age did you get married? The reason why I'm asking this question is that most of the times in Ghana here, it is erroneously assumed that most of the parents, they get married to give birth in order for their children to also grow and work and get them money. So they prefer married to engaging in business. So I want you to help me on that one too. And then secondly, I want to ask, is it only business or entrepreneurship that can also help you become rich or to become someone successful? Because in Ghana, we have teachers, doctors, and all government workers. But now I am confused. I don't know the path to choose, whether I should go into business or I should pass the government workers, because it is becoming a whole lot. So that is my question.
It's okay. Your question is well understood. So 2 questions, right? And at this point, we will allow Honorable Kennedy Agyapong to answer the questions. Then we take the last set of questions and we are done. So say.
Yeah. Today is not a day for politics, but I'll try and answer the gentleman. He was talking about he has ambition or intention to go into politics. I'll tell you the truth. To be an effective politician, you should be rich. That's my philosophy. I'm able to speak my mind because there's something in my pocket. I'll tell you the truth. I will not deny that if you really want to speak and be effective politician, you should have worked, planned your life that you're going to go into politics. You don't make a mistake and think that, oh, if I go into politics, I'm going to be rich. And therefore, immediately you complete school, you just go into politics. You might be a corrupt politician. You might be a corrupt politician. When you take your MP, for instance, see, he has been working and he was chief executive of Free Zones Board. Now he has his radio stations. See, at least he has a fallback. He just said to me that, look, when we leave here, we should go to my house. He has been an MP for only 1 year and 4 months. What it means is that if he had not planned his life, there was no way he could have used 16 months to build a house for us to go and have lunch or dinner there. He has prepared himself. So, young man, if you want to be effective politician, please, you have to work hard, get your money, go into politics, and you'll be effective politician. If you want to be like him, some people rush, they go into politics at the age of 26 and the rest. It doesn't mean you are going to be a good politician. You can be 50. If you have built your life successfully before you go into politics, you'll be a very good politician. So if you want to be a politician, I will not discourage you, but I'm telling you, it's not a good profession. It's not. So you better think otherwise. Work hard, make money, build your family, and then it should be a last resort to go into politics. But you are here. I'm not against your dream, but trust me, if you are not a man of substance, you will not be effective politician. That's what I can tell you. And the young lady, you have needs in the school. I would like to know the kind of assistance that you want, and I'll try and help so that when you remember me that our school had this because I put the question before Honorable King and he answered it for us. So let me know what your school needs and I'll see how best I can help. Thank you. One man talking about e-levy. Let me tell you like it is. How much is the e-levy? You sound as if e-levy, they say if you transfer 100 Ghana cedis a day, is free. If you transfer 200 cedis, the extra 100, you pay 1 cedi 50 pesos. Is it the one that going to kill your business? And I'm surprised you were clapping. Is it the 1 cedi 50 pesos that going to destroy your business? Please. I know everywhere in the world, nobody wants to pay tax. That I agree with you. But it's a necessary evil. Without that, we can't develop this country. You don't want to pay tax, but you want the British to pay his tax. The government takes it and bring it to you. You always want somebody to spoon feed you. You won't succeed. We have to manage our economy ourselves. And I put the question back to him. When you are paying 2 cedis to MTN, wouldn't that collapse your business? When you are paying 2 cedis to MTN for whatever money you transfer, that will not collapse your business. MTN, what does MTN does for Ghanaians in this country? They come to you because most of us are myopic thinkers. They come to you, they tell you corporate social responsibility. Then they come and build 3 classrooms. Do you know how much money they make and take it out of this country? They build 3 classrooms and you think MTN is giving corporate social responsibility. 1 cedi 50 pesos that will build schools, roads, education, and everything. Ghanaians, we have a problem. Young man, I know how you feel. We all have to pay tax. And let me tell you, your online business that you want to do, the electronic transfers, even in America, the richest country in the world, they call something cash app. This cash app, if you send $500, it's free. But if you are sending $1,000, you pay tax on the $500. So they say $500 a day. The smart ones, they will do 500 today and do 500 tomorrow to avoid tax. What IRS or GRE in America will do to you is, the moment you transfer 500 today, if it's not after 24 hours and it's within 24 hours, they report to IRS. And at the end of the year, there'll be a printout of all the electronic transactions you did, and you pay tax on it. Even the 500, if you take it within 24 hours, the 500 they tax. They call something sales up. That is bank to bank. Even the banks, when you transfer money to another bank, they charge you tax. So, young man, it's good you brought it up. It is a necessary evil. Nobody wants to pay tax, but we need it to develop our country. Especially what is happening today. The whole world has suffered because of COVID, and as if it is not enough, Ukraine and Russia are also fighting. All those Arab countries in West Africa, Niger, Mali, where they are fighting, the support they were getting from France, they cut it. They don't have time for you black men to be fighting among yourself. So if you don't have money, you don't generate money yourself, how are you going to survive? So I don't think that nice guy, 1 city, 50 pesos will destroy your business. And you asked the first question that I'll talk to you outside. I can give you tips how to go about it. Okay? Keep it up. Don't give up. Life is like that. Risk. If you know the definition of risk, it tells you that it's not smooth. That is why it is risk. You either win or lose. Those who are afraid to lose, who always keep their money in the banks, you go there, you have fat bank statement. You are not a risk taker. You can save the money all right. Ask yourself, your money sitting in the bank, what interest rate is given to you? Then being bold to use the money to set up a bakery, the money you make out of it. You can compare the fat account that you have sitting in the bank and savings. What comes out of it is negligible. You don't even see it. So you have to take risk. And the risk, you either win or lose. Make sure that sometimes, if you don't have enough money, do a calculated risk. Calculate it well. Me, where I am, I can take any risk. And don't think all my businesses that I've established have worked. No. I've lost some businesses, some investment, but life still goes on. I haven't succeeded in all my businesses. I will not sit here and lie to you. It's not true. I've lost some investment heavily, but it didn't stop me from investing further. So if you are afraid to take risk, you will not succeed. That is why we call risk. It's either you lose or you win. But when you lose, get up, start again. One day, your risk will yield something big for you that for the rest of your life, you will succeed. So those who are afraid to take risk, will always mark time and take a paycheck and go home. I don't want to do that. So you have to take the risk. I think the other question also is risk. You asked the question, how money will work for you, or is it only entrepreneurs who can make money? And I answered these two questions. You know, I gave you an example of the one who does extra job and get extra income. Definitely, the one who does extra job and make extra income will live comfortably than the one who sticks to only a job and make maybe half of whatever the one taking the risk to do too. So if you want to make money, you should be able to save money, and 2, you should invest the money. Because if you take your salary as a nurse and you tell me you are not going to save anything because the money is not enough, it will never be enough if you don't save. The money will never be enough. But only, with all due respect, only a fool will say that there is no tomorrow. If tomorrow comes and you are sick, what happens? So no matter the situation, young ladies, young men, you should try and save the money. And saving the money, when you get to a point where you have a dream, you can start with your investment. With the capital that you have, you invest small. You don't go in big. You start small and grow the business. The response of the market will determine whether the business you dreamt of is a good one or a bad one. If it gets to a point where you are not making money out of it, cut your losses and quit that business. Don't do nyamibeye, nyamibeye. By the time you realize nyamibeye, nyamibeye, you would have lost everything. So sometimes, if your dream does not go with the market, cut your losses and do other search until you get a business where you can make money out of it. But to answer the guy who said an entrepreneur, of course, the way to go is entrepreneurship. Why is it that Honorable Befi is a member of parliament who makes 17,000 cedis a month, and the whole of Koforidua, everybody going to his house with their problems? If he relies on only 17,000, can he solve the problems? That is why he has set up a new radio station. I know the radio station, for 3 years, he will be using his own 17,000 to support. But it's a way to grow business. You can make it. So as for entrepreneurship, if you go into it, you'll be better off than working for somebody to get paid every month. There's no doubt about it. The way to live comfortably is entrepreneurship. But there's another way too, that education, if you are able to invent something, if you write a book, you do something out of, you think outside the box. Those who think within the box, they will not succeed as much as those who think within the box and think outside the box. So you should always think outside the box and also try and make something out of it. So I would say entrepreneurship is the way to go. That no means about it. Then the nurse, I understand your plight that 50 cedis is tough. That I'm a human being. I know where you're coming from. I've been there before. So I wouldn't want you to put stress on you because I have advised that you need to save. But honestly, no matter the situation, 50 cedis is not enough. Save 5 cedis. Save 5 cedis. Because 5 cedis out of 50, 10 times of the 5 cedis is 50. So when your mother gives you 50, you will have saved another 50. Your income is 100. So no excuses. Just that I will not say that you should save everything, because you need to make a living before you save. So I agree with you that 50 cedis is not enough. Although it's not enough, you can save a little for yourself. Yeah, I think I've exhausted the questions, so you can go on.
Okay, so we will take last batch of questions, just 5 questions. Then, okay, so please.
Hello? Okay. Yeah, my man, me and Yamu, and he also be to maybe a question. I'm betting maybe a question why. And your bro from Kwan and Money Panyasica, a Yisica, the cheese who come. It's Mamma Pamacho. Question time. Ubet maybe be a tree. Why be a tree? Honorable Minister yourself what
we are taking only 5 questions.
And 3 questions of a fact. Okay, and I want to.
So we take 3 here, 2 here, right? 3 here, 2 here.
Good evening once again. I'm Emily, who from All Nations. I always talk around women because I'm a Wukom. Please, we know that the government is trying so hard to help the youth with the Youth Start programs and other beneficial financial help for the youth. But then again, sometimes I sit and ask myself, can our big men in partnership or solely help the young ladies also in businesses? Most of the young, hardworking ladies over here are well educated and well versed in business, but lack financial support. And so today that you're in Koforidua, Honorable, my humble plea, can you at least let the young women in New Job in South constituency present their plans and business proposals to you for financial help? Thank you.
Thank you. So, first one.
Okay, so.
Please, I'm Jacob Dugate from Otibuatin Senior High School. Please, I'm Jacob Dugate from Otibuatin Senior High School. My biggest aim is to become a businessman, very successful enough so that I can cater for my family. But me getting the opportunity to meet you as a businessman, and question is, if I may get the major target I should focus on so that I will be able to achieve my aim.
Thank you. So I take the next one left.
My name is Benjamin Dankwa. I'm a graduate of the University of Ghana, and I'm very glad to meet you, Honorable, in person. I've been watching the Attitude on there too, and I've been really, really impressed, especially with your Frank Muller watches. I want to wear some someday, Frank Muller. Yes, sir. Please, I completed school. I'm a graduate of UG. With me is my TESCOM membership card, and I also have my dues book in my bag. So I'm a die-hard MPP fan. In our days on campus, we worked so hard for the party and we're promised the world right after school. But here I am. So I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at anyone. I still found a way for myself right after school.
Please, can you go straight to the question?
I mobilized some money. It's not a question, it's a submission, please. What, you understand? So I mobilized some money to start some business on my own, and I'm doing well. So today I'm here to ask for some mentorship from you, the big boys in the industry, and also some connections, because at times my product to be ready, how to go to the market is a challenge. So I think coming here to meet you in person, you should do me the honor.
I think your point is well made. So you want to establish network and see how best you can be helped.
Thank you.
Okay, great. So please.
Honorable, good afternoon. Please, my name is Anochi Richmond Woon, and I'm a nursing student. Earlier, a sister of mine mentioned that we receive close to 50 cedis for our upkeep, and we are not able to save some amount for investment and to establish our entrepreneurial ventures. You mentioned that we should keep 5 cedis aside for that venture. Well, however, a really viable source of income would be our student allowances, which has been withheld for close to 9 months. A backlog of allowances have not been paid, and it's very demotivating. It's honorable. This is not a question, but I'm humbly encouraging you to engage the relevant stakeholders to release our student allowances. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yo, honorable, me pacho, me de Margaret Emisa, me Kasefi Koforidua Central Market. Me pacho, me how ba kone say, Obia nim said or may reassing na yedin and yagana nkwa. Na adia ba kwa actually as why I jom yetaidi unkomo ye. Tone na mo ye free hono. Yen tiasia de chere say. Eye elibo fua ebefa de am free Kumasi ekọ trasa kese nyina. Eno ani so omu nyina omu na mu yo amukwa omu tua hwe. Enso yase kakra na ebotoa. Eti kakra na no so ebetimi asoso biribim kakra. Eti eno de eha ya dwen kakra. De etosu mienu de ya de sede amede tu anim na kokama yen. Eye school feeding. Yes, Remo Madaroma. Me starting school feeding na oil. 1.5 old currency. Say 4.4. A bro bag na 1.5. Say 5.5. And so sika abode mayeno 1 cedi na ya sanya tax. Eti yasra Wadaroma mi bo mi mu ase. Fa koma ye na nim se be wiase nyina na ye demonstrate. Na munye ni bribi kakra mayen. Medi hay kura meti hay medi a broker. Yesi ade me court.
Mommy, that's it. So last question from this gentleman, and we are done. I said we are taking just 5 questions. So last question, please.
Hello. Your friend Abdurrahim Al Hassan. Do not friend me Mama Obi. Now my question is, Ghana has to be able to be a product ton say Milo, Lipton, tin tomatoes. Be able to be a price near different. O cost we my price they different. O we more different. Now coming to say Ghana so here so an microphone the product in Ghana has say. I didn't think I any monk negotiation. Now my price yes you for price in my market for no. Now for price now. Quote say 2 cities are 2 cities stop be able to be 2 cities. Say 3 cities are stop be able to be 3 cities. They regulate ya man for be check his microphone no market him. That price now so yes you want to kakra. Na be able to be on price different now. Up the my obvious. Madam say.
And I say make answer last question, but already determined. So please go on.
Please, Adoboro Bina Ase from Otibuatin Senior High School. Please, my question is, as a student, I'm supposed to learn hard to pass my examination. But what if I find myself in an environment that does not favor my learning hard? In my school, for instance, we don't have an effective ICT lab and a library. So how am I supposed to get the broad knowledge about what I'm being taught in school? I'm only limited to textbooks and other stuff, but I don't have the knowledge from other books in the library and even from the internet to help me perform academically well.
Thank you. So concern has to do with getting facilities to have the practical aspect of what they are learning in school. So these are the questions for now.
Please, I'm pleading for your help to help us in all our problems we have in our school.
Thank you. And the Honorable, last question, or say, or Otibuatin Senior High School. Now, omu school no omu ni ICT lab. And see, I know there.
Yeah, I'll start with the financial support, the proposals. Well, I'm willing to see what kind of proposals, business proposals that you bring. But first of all, I want to let you know that if you come to me with an empty hands, you will fail. You cannot tell me you have dreamt a dream that I'm going to put up this mansion. So I'm going to Agyapong. Give me money to build this mansion. I won't do it. If that's your proposals, don't come. 1, if you need assistance for me, what the bankers will say, a bankable proposal or business. In my case, I will want to see a project that is feasible. 1, 2, I want to see your commitment. Because if you dream that you want to build this and we have zero commitment in it and you push your burden on me, I'm afraid the business will collapse because you did not sweat and get your money and invested it. You just went to somebody and he gave you the money. That's why a lot of girlfriends, they go to their boyfriends, take money to go and build a what? Boutique. They don't save towards the next rent, thinking the boyfriend is going to give them money. If you are not lucky and you are no more with the boyfriend, then your business collapses. But if you dream a dream, you work towards it, you work hard, you start a business, you come to me like the parable of the talent. I have saved so much, but I need a lot to do this. Then I know you'll be a serious businessman or a businesswoman. That I can consider. But if you have financial proposals, I want to do this, I want to do that, I won't lie to you. You come to me, I won't do it. I need a commitment from you to show that when I give you the money, you utilize it well and you are not going to lose it. So please, if you are bringing the financial proposals, make sure you also have a commitment. With that, I'll be able to help. Thank you. The major targets, what you actually want to do, you just have to set your mind on it and focus that this is the way I want to go. You cannot actually say that this is what I'm going to do to bring me money and it's 100%. Even if there is 10% no out of it, you have to consider that 10%. If not, that 10% gap will let you lose your business. There should be targets that you have to set for yourself that are goals. To meet your goals, you have to be persistent, constant, think about what you want to do, sacrifice your leisure times, and make sure you love, the word is marry your business. If you marry your business, the rest will be very easy. But if you don't marry your business, some people say that when you have a meeting with them, a business transaction, then the wife will call. Food is ready. Oh, my wife has called, so I have to go. You're a foolish man. Very foolish one. Me, I'm sorry. I'm medicating you, so I'll tell you. If I'm having sex with my wife and the phone rings and it says, Ken, your money is ready, I'll stop it. Go and take the money. When I come back with a fresh mind and happiness, I'll give her good sex. So marry your job. Marry your job first. And your woman will love you to death. Because you always come home with money and you see the 32 teeth smiles. If you come home with empty bags, he likes going into my pocket every mornings to see what do you have. Now there be about pocket empty, there be about pocket empty. So you have to plan it well. So you can set targets which are goals, but you still have to work at it if you really want to achieve or succeed in life, you have to work at the goals. That's what I can say. The students' allowance. We are all going to push. In fact, I didn't know of this, so I'll take it up. But you see, you are clapping. It's good that 9 months you've not been paid. When you get it, it becomes your savings. Yes. Maybe the 9 months you would have spent all the money. Now that I'm going to push for you to get it, I know maybe you'll be owing some people, so you have to pay and save the rest. So I promise you, you will hear from me on Monday talking about this issue. The toll. Me no bakasa ye. Oka school feeding and a toll. Mami explain the toll no and chireno. Ebia, finance minister, and Rashid Kakra, Ena Entiase Ama, Manukureni. Madam, we have over 39 tolls in this country. Now, what goes to Abayin is 68 million cedis. Abra Tamamoto Way, a month, to be 35 million. Watum. How can the government set up a business for individuals to enrich themselves? Watum. What we are going to do now is automation, automatic system. Government knows how many cars are so that the private operator, the government percentage will be calculated based on the number of cars. I will tell you, Mama, Ghana, we are naturally born bad. Almost 39 tolls in this country. We get 68 million cities. And they have enriched themselves. Besides, I'm going to see it too, Nana. I'm going to see it. And I'm going to chrono. I'm going to say tam. And for me, the delay. Cars are 8 minutes. Petrol every drivers. What you have to do, Grand Faso was which I said, oh, delay, oh, more toes, or more this can go to. Honestly. And say, woman, they are automation, a bema corruption, is so at sending a bit to me, and yes, Kencity Media development. But what they are, a hamia, Makuma was supply school feeding. You see, you sit here, how the woman has broken down economics. Simple. Say, school feeding, you piano 1 cedi. And a bro yatum, tomatoes yatum, a mo yatum, economics. And we know it. Now, would you want kako a chiripo? And now, in your mabuaya de grano, and yet, Mr. First, and one, not in your mabuanya, still not 1 cedi in Ukraine. It's not and now in your mabuaya ding. So I'm going to take it up. A very good analysis now, why you know. And Nabino is aware of that, say, school feeding. But I hope, say, when you're one of those people are women organizers, maybe any coordinators on their own. At the school, without approval from Ministry of Finance and Gender Ministry. Some man have a problem because Abino any more. A party for and woman to me at the contract a mass of Mumfangoya Juma and no dear Ukraine, so come on there was some bed. But so we will be a Minister of Finance, Gender Ministry, a capture there. This matter, I'm going to take it up. I'm taking it up because me and Casanso, but you may be a mayor, Miso Maboka Papa, into your canning. Inti may Rana Obisa laptop, ICT lab. MP said, Minkanjram say, Yaba every MP say, Yaba ICT center. And the school now will choose you, a Mumu school, no. Into the ICT center, no, a Baho, Abaye, Amamo. And Timunya Butre, but honorable. Oh, and Kolana by Oma Miseska, Omu Bisa, quality education. Tia beg you, we are deputy minister. One who drew Yom Echeme. Out there means to me a Kakakrama there. And the Yemi and Yaki Tibumwa. And Kolano ICT Center, no, Ebeyejuma. And the Munkamakuman to me, minister said, Musku no choose for the ICT lab. The Yamisha Munira, Edamos.
One more Samamano, Bon Samano. Jumadiano Cosonano and Chairman Bua Majura, Boyer, Constancy Chairman, Dema, and people my Kunujab in South Abakansa, Chairman, Yamakaba. Okay. It is Sayanami Guswana Mekaiwono. Jumedia Bibakoso 29th. Ewo Kumase guidance in partnership with the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong present the second edition of the Youth Seminar Series 36 to promote and empower the youth in entrepreneurship with positive attitude to shape the country. Team, the youth, our future hope. Date, April 29th, 2022. Venue, Great Hall, KNUST. Time, 2 p.m. Speakers, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, MP, Asin Central, Main Speaker. Pastor Ransford Obin, General Overseer, CCC, First Speaker. Honorable Brian Champon, MP, Abetifi, Second Speaker. Chairman for the occasion, His Royal Majesty, Otumfo Osetutu, the Second, Asantehine. Special guest, Mr. Kwesi Osei Ofori, CEO, Rockshore International Company. For sponsorship and details, contact WhatsApp number 0244-851-572. 0244-851-572. On this note, may invite New Durban South MP, Honorable Michael Chi Kofi Befi, na oni abedin komoka krebi.
Thank you very much. It was going to be something phenomenal. Jitum say Iraq and the Japan and yet school phone kwano Kazatrubia. Now said the sister I was one of a kind. We are pure economics, no training because the economic cabinet I was kind. What was enimni tiamiatia say pa said more bread and any radio ye. It has it been for who said Yegna Chafan. Yenya bread, business. Me say some of us, Omana me bam one last week, me catch them say, Oma me bam one last week, If you ha, me best try be last week, one man. Me catch them say, me share be politics, me kind. Some of me bam one last week, me catch them say, me share, it's me share one in politics. To me share honorable can be Japan, the politics, and they tell you the business. And that's why we have also started. It's just started. You need to press your say yes or no. And the end, you need to pray. Next, out there also when you prepare, so that we all achieve results together. We are so blessed. I mean, to have men like this who are willing at this time to share. Some people have it; they don't want to share, and that thing not together. But he has it, and he wants to share willingly. It is honorable. Where they say. And once Koforidua, and then we say, now second time, I say, Madam, second one, you're passing see. Me can't have a flowers with. Second one, the next one, you're passing see. Because you didn't prepare. Now, the next phase, as I said, we're going to target the JHS students and the first year secondary students. Now, you're two of us, now they're smashing me a cut. We build them from the scratch, from the start. no do secondary school, university, no. Now the near brain. I've been telling my people, I said that university, I started like that, and little by little we are going. We are so happy to have you, and I hope everybody has enjoyed. You were Mr. Forisa, but remember, it's like the Council of Elders, Mr. Fori, or so. We answer, ever know. And in Pennyful, Briaka, original National Coordinator, but Tayachi, in Pennyfua, our more party Pennyfua, Munina, I must say. Later, I'm afraid we don't be Munasi, but maybe a master make a mirror and then shower you. If you ask Mano, any way idea also I be. And then show poor house here, poor, yes, a pumpamo. The way a yasin or one care preno. We are preno. I dare do. Thanks so much.
Please, you can give it out to Honorable Kennedy. I come Agyapong.
Okay. Eti, baby, I am doing. Okay. Yadamase. Etienne and I am say, Ebra, invite Madame Regina Bempo na Wabeda Nasi. As a quantity be a one orders and now, yes, Obi wallet out of form. A dear war card no. Yes, Kwabina 7. Sikabaya 3,000 and a shiny wallet no minimum can say. Out of form, yeah, it's Yasra, Bendu Honomoa, or the Fabre, now bow, Bamobi. Now, that's Papa.
Sorry.
Honorable MP, Honorable MC, our party executives, students, I'm highly honored to be called upon to give the vote of thanks. Firstly, I will thank the Almighty God, because without God, this program will never be a success. So we give thanks to God. Honorable Kennedy, what I will say is God richly bless you. Now we can stand here and tap our hearts and say that I will also be somebody. Now we are also going to take risk and then go forward. We all want to be like you. Our party members, executives who took their time to be with us, God bless you all. Students who are here, I know we've learned a lot. May God bless you for your time that you spent with us. Mima, Emma Papabi, women organizers, I'm better Jumadiechi, Yankupon, Onshra Munina. Tomorrow, when we listen to Afima FM, the first worship song that we will hear, that means it's Thanksgiving from the people who organized such a program for us. I say thank you to you all, and God bless you all. Not forgetting our MCs. I almost forgot about you, and our media men. God bless you all.
And that's it.
Okay, Alhaji Biwa Sawaha. Okay, on this note, you ever told Saudi Affair? Okay, Alhaji, Faila, na wabe maya Muslim prayer na for the year. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Yadikai Adika Sie Adi Papa Anyankupo Odia Maye Aya constituency hano Eni bibia se Minua Agyapong Yami manu kwantinti The Dikai Manu Cantin the Mana Hondi, Yansana Udi Manu no, Abikanu. Your MP, your chairman, the party members, Yakupon come home. I may need your papa say, your MP, Ephraim Moody, Nipadom, Abetanechi, Tinyakupo, and the Adanasi. And then so a fiada into a chivia time. Chivia time on Yankupo, as a shra busum, now friends to ASF Friday. Many can say Yankupon Kaya Huyana. The Yankupo Maya Quantinti, 1 Maya or mine and Tumpom, Yampenny for Mulidia Yinano, Yakupon Kaumo. Obia wa ba biano o kofia yakubon fanu koboko omo a efi echire omo a efi Koforidua ha yakubon ka mo ho emom enmeri wura ho kakra se ni mami ali mama ni iri afri mu se enya se MP na ka kire me se yemomondia na embeboa adwumadia enua eba ye na anka se bi akra ye point pe bi be kwa akra no Yankupo man bebinda. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. La ta'khuzuhu sinatun wa la nawmun lahu. Ma fi samawati wa ma fi al-ardi. Man zal ladhi yashfa'u indahu illa bi iznihi. Ya'lamu ma bayna aydihim wa ma khalfahum wa la yuhituna bi shay'in min ilmihi illa bima sha'a. Wasi'a kursiyuhu samawati wal ardi. ولا يقدره حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم ملك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Okay, yadama se, yada obibia se, yada obibia se. Yakoswa kaimose obi wallet out of form. Wallet no sika ewom ne documents ewom asra wa hunu bomadia se obema